Okay, right, so on a lot of blogs, we've noticed that people have been making these things called cake pops, which is essentially a ball of cake on a stick, and so we thought we would do the same. Most of these bloggers, who we'll link to down there, use a cake mix, a pre-made cake mix to start with, because basically you're just going to mash the cake up anyway, so I think that it's probably like a let's not make a cake from scratch when we're just going to mash it up kind of thing. So
yeah, so the cake mix is really quite easy to make. What you do is you open it really, you open it really badly. Cake mix in the bowl. So you get your cake mix in the bowl, and then to that you want to add
3 eggs.
some butter or vegetable spread. You also want to put in 250 ml of water, which looks really cool and swirly.
Don't add it all at once.
And you just mix it all together and then put it in the oven.
Maybe some of you at home will be lucky enough to have an electric whisk of some kind. We unfortunately do not have that luxury. So we are doing this the old-fashioned way. More water. Every elephant, I suppose.
So once you've mixed it all up and added all the water and it's mixed, then you grease or line a cake tin.
Whilst gesticulating wildly.
And you put it in the cake tin and bake it. Yeah.
Bake it. Yeah. We need to grease this.
Yeah, we actually haven't greased it yet, so we'll do that.
I like to think that butter comes with this foil on the top for easy greasing of cake tins, but I doubt that's really the case. Right, now that that's disgusting, we're going to put the brown stuff in it. Woo, brown stuff!
Whee! And we should make sure this doesn't fall off the thing. And so once you've got your cake mix in the cakey thing, you just put it in the oven for, I'll let you know how long for.
25 minutes!
Depends on the thing.
Oh, depends on the thing!
So the thing says that for the shape of thing that we're doing, it will take 27 to 33 minutes to cook our cake. And I am now going to clean up all of the mixture that I spilt everywhere whilst I was stirring. And now, after however long it's been, the cake is ready. Here it is. Give you a close-up. Like that. It looks really good and it smells amazing. So now we're just going to leave it to cool down. So once it's cooled down a little bit, I'm going to take this out of the tin. Cake tin, I guess that's what it's called. I'm going to take it out of the cake tin. And this is one of those cake tins that just sort of pops out, so that's really easy. So there. Now you've got the cake, just leave it until it's sort of completely cool. So now that now that the cake's cooled down, we need to crumble it up into this bowl.
Oh my gosh, this seems just like sacrilege, tearing a cake into pieces.
Also, it's really tasty.
It's so tasty. It's quite satisfying ripping a cake.
Once you've crumbled up your cake, you mix in some frosting, or as we call it, icing, and yeah, you mix some in as much as you want until it's all sort of smooth and lovely.
If you can open it.
It is seriously good stuff. It's so nice. Oh yeah.
I want to do
I
it.
want to do it. Do you want to mix it? Okay, I'll mix it with the I'll mix it. After fighting over who gets to do it, I'm gonna mix and Candy's gonna pour.
No! Yay. With clean hands, we're going to go in and make a ball. Okay, and so the balls don't have to be that big. I reckon about kind of to sit in your palm like so. And look like some kind of horrific turd. It's about the right size. So we're just going to place them onto the tin foil. And we're going to see how many we can make. Balls!
Balls! Once you've made all of the balls, as you can see, we've got lots and lots and lots.
How many have we got?
We've got like about 40, 30, 40, 30 to 40, something like that. Once you've made all of your balls, in fact we've got more than 40.
Okay.
Once you've made your balls, you put them in the freezer for either about half an hour or you put them in the fridge for an hour and a half. Because it's quite late and we want to go to bed at a reasonable time, we're going to put them in the freezer.
So now that the things are in the freezer, we're going to start making the chocolate coating for the outside. So I've got this white chocolate here, and at the moment I'm breaking it into little pieces and I'm putting it into a bowl that's floating in water in a pan. And that's called a bain-marie.
So, whilst Candy is making the chocolate, melting chocolate, I am preparing the sticks. So we're using these little bamboo sticks, and I'm going to cut them into halves or thirds, haven't quite decided yet. And then to keep them sticking up, got this box, and just stabbing them through into the box so they can stick out. Like that.
Here they are out of the freezer. They look exactly the same as when they went in, but they're colder and they're harder now as well.
So, once we've coated each of them in chocolate, we're going to cover them in hundreds and thousands so that they're pretty and happy and joyful.
And there we have number one.
We've done the first half of the pops, and now I'm going to melt some dark chocolate to do the second half. Dark chocolate here. And for the top of these we're going to use these little stars. And now that that chocolate's melted, I'm going to start crafting the pops. So,
Here are our cake pops. We have pink ones and we have brown ones. And some of them have worked better than others, but I guess it was the first time we've ever made them, so it was quite a learning curve while we were doing it. Like, that one was probably too heavy, so it started to fall down. And the dark chocolate was much runnier than the white chocolate. So yeah, it was pretty difficult. I reckon if we were to do them again, what would we do differently?
make them smaller.
Yeah, we'd make them smaller, definitely, because they're pretty big and they're quite rich, so they don't need to be that big. But yeah, they're pretty and they're good, and we've tried one. And
We've got 40 or so of them, so they're going to last us a while, because you can't eat more than a couple because they're so rich, but they are very tasty, so that's exciting.